In a far corner of the galaxy, a team of alien archaeologists worked tirelessly on a dusty, forgotten planet. This planet, known as Zarak, was covered in rocks and strange plants. The team, led by Dr. Zalara, had come to Zarak in search of ancient artifacts that could reveal the history of humanity. Many aliens believed that humans were just a myth, a story told to scare children. But Dr. Zalara was determined to find the truth. As the sun rose over the horizon, casting a warm golden light on the landscape, the team set out to explore. They were excited, whispering to each other about the possibilities. "What if we find something amazing?" one of the team members, a young alien named Tarek, asked, his eyes sparkling with hope. "What if we find proof that humans were real?" Dr. Zalara smiled at Tarek's enthusiasm, but reminded the team to stay focused. "Let's remember, we are here for serious research. We must stay professional," she said. The team nodded, but their excitement was hard to contain. After hours of digging and searching, the team stumbled upon something unusual. Tarek, while brushing away dirt, uncovered a small metallic object. It was round and shiny, unlike anything they had seen before. "Look at this!" he shouted, waving the object in the air. The rest of the team gathered around Tarek, their curiosity piqued. Dr. Zalara examined the object closely. "This is incredible. It appears to be a part of some ancient technology," she said, her voice filled with excitement. The object had strange symbols carved into it, symbols that hinted at a long-lost human civilization. As the sun began to set, the team decided to set up camp nearby. They gathered around a small fire, their minds racing with possibilities. "Do you think we'll find more?" Tarek asked, gazing into the fire. "What if there are entire cities hidden beneath the ground?" Dr. Zalara nodded. "It's possible. Humans were known for their advanced technology and architecture. If they ever lived here, we might uncover something significant." The idea of hidden cities filled everyone with a sense of adventure. The next day, they set out with renewed energy. They decided to explore a nearby cave that was marked on the map they had found. The cave loomed ahead, dark and mysterious. As they entered, the air grew cooler, and the light from their torches danced on the cave walls. Inside the cave, they discovered more artifacts. There were broken machines, tools, and even paintings on the walls. The paintings depicted strange creatures and scenes of battles, showing humans fighting against forces that seemed otherworldly. "These must be stories from their past," Dr. Zalara explained, tracing a finger over one of the paintings. "It looks like they faced great dangers." As they continued to explore, Tarek found something even more astonishing. He uncovered a scroll made of a strange material. It was yellowed and fragile, but the writing on it was still clear. "Dr. Zalara, you need to see this!" he called out, excitement bubbling in his voice. Dr. Zalara hurried over and took the scroll from Tarek. Carefully, she unrolled it. The writing spoke of a great civilization that had once thrived on Earth, the home of humanity. The scroll contained stories of bravery, intelligence, and secrets that could change everything the aliens thought they knew. "This is unbelievable," she exclaimed. "These stories talk about advanced technology and hidden knowledge. If we can decipher this, it could prove that humans were not just a myth." However, not everyone on the team shared her excitement. A more skeptical member, Grath, frowned and crossed his arms. "We should be careful. This could be a waste of time. We have no proof that humans ever existed," he said, casting doubt on their discoveries. Dr. Zalara felt a surge of determination. "We must investigate further. These findings could reshape our understanding of history," she insisted. The team was divided, but the thrill of the unknown pushed them forward. As they left the cave, the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple. They knew they were on the brink of a monumental discovery. The thought of uncovering the truth about humanity filled their hearts with hope and fear. What if the stories were real? What if they were about to uncover secrets that had been hidden for centuries? They could only imagine the possibilities that awaited them in the darkness ahead. The next day, the alien team gathered around a large table in their makeshift camp. Excitement buzzed in the air as they spread out the artifacts they had found in the cave. Dr. Zalara looked at each team member, her eyes shining with determination. "We are on the brink of something extraordinary. Let's begin decoding what we've discovered." Tarek, still buzzing with energy from the previous day's findings, pointed at the scroll. "I can help with the symbols. I studied ancient languages back home," he offered eagerly. Dr. Zalara smiled, impressed by Tarek's enthusiasm. Great! Let's see what you can find. As Tarek carefully examined the scroll, the rest of the team looked at the other artifacts. They spread out the metallic object Tarek had found and other strange tools. Grath, the skeptic, picked up a broken machine with wires sticking out. This looks like junk, he muttered, tossing it back onto the table. We should be focusing on the scroll. Wait! Tarek exclaimed. What if these machines are linked to the humans' technology? We can't dismiss anything yet. Dr. Zalara nodded in agreement. Tarek is right. Everything here could lead us to more discoveries. She turned her attention back to the scroll, eager to find its secrets. As Tarek began to translate, words and phrases started to emerge. It talks about a powerful force known as the Guardians of Earth, he read aloud. They protected humanity from dark threats. It says they had incredible abilities. The team exchanged glances, their interest piqued. Guardians, what kind of powers did they have? One member, Lyra, asked. Tarek continued, his voice growing more animated. It mentions that these Guardians could harness energy and communicate with the elements. They were heroes in their time, fighting against enemies that sought to destroy their world. The cave became filled with chatter and excitement. Dr. Zalara quickly took notes, eager to record every detail. This could mean humans were far more advanced than we ever imagined. But what happened to them, she wondered aloud. Grath, still skeptical, frowned. This all sounds too good to be true. Maybe it's just a fairy tale. We should be cautious. Dr. Zalara turned to him, her voice firm. Every myth has a kernel of truth. We need to investigate further, not dismiss these findings because they sound unbelievable. Feeling motivated, the team decided to split up. They would search the area surrounding the cave for more clues about the Guardians and the history of humanity. Tarek and Lyra ventured towards a nearby cliff, while Grath and another member, Zarak, searched the forest. As Tarek and Lyra climbed the rocky path, they stumbled upon strange carvings on the cliff wall. Look! Lyra pointed, her eyes wide. These look like the symbols on the scroll. They took out their tools to get a closer look. The carvings depicted scenes of battles, with warriors standing tall against shadowy figures. These must be the Guardians! Tarek exclaimed. They fought to protect their people! Meanwhile, Grath and Zarak were in the forest, digging through leaves and dirt. Suddenly, Zarak stopped. Do you hear that? He asked. His ears perked up. Grath listened closely and heard a faint humming sound. Let's check it out, he suggested, and they followed the sound. It led them to a hidden clearing where they found another ancient machine, larger than the last. This is incredible, Zarak gasped. What does it do? Grath examined it cautiously. If we can power it, maybe it can tell us more about humanity. Back at the cliff, Tarek and Lyra continued to study the carvings. They realized that the Guardians had once fought not just for Earth, but for the galaxy. They might have been protectors of the universe, Lyra whispered, awe filling her voice. As they returned to camp, the team reconvened, buzzing with excitement. They shared their discoveries, and Dr. Zalara listened intently. What we're finding is more than just history. It's a connection to humanity that we can't ignore. We need to unlock these machines and uncover the truth about the Guardians. The team worked late into the night, driven by their discoveries. With every clue they found, the legend of humanity grew stronger. They felt the weight of history on their shoulders and knew they were close to uncovering secrets that had been hidden for centuries. The more they learned, the more questions arose. What had happened to the Guardians? Where had humanity gone? And what dangers awaited them in the shadows? With determination burning in their hearts, they pressed on, ready to unravel the myth of humanity and discover the truth that lay buried beneath the dust of time. As dawn broke over Zarak, the alien team gathered at their campsite, energized by the discoveries of the previous day. The air was filled with excitement and a hint of apprehension. They all knew they were on the verge of something monumental. Dr. Zalara stood at the center of the group, ready to share the plan for the day. Today, we will focus on the large machine we found in the forest, she announced, her voice steady. We need to see if we can power it up and unlock its secrets. This could bring us closer to understanding humanity and the Guardians. Tarek nodded eagerly, his mind racing with possibilities. What if it has records or technology that can explain everything? He wondered aloud. The thought of revealing the truth made his heart race. After breakfast, the team set off toward the clearing where they had discovered the ancient machine. As they walked, they discussed their theories about humanity and the Guardians. "Maybe the Guardians are still out there," Lyra said, her eyes shining. "Perhaps they went into hiding to protect their secrets. Or maybe they were defeated," Grath replied, his tone skeptical. "We don't know the whole story yet. We have to remain cautious." When they arrived at the machine, they were struck by its size and design. It was massive, covered in vines and dirt, yet hints of its original shine peeked through. Strange symbols and markings adorned its surface, echoing the designs they had seen in the cave and on the scroll. "Let's get to work," Dr. Zalara commanded, her excitement palpable. They spent hours examining the machine, searching for a way to power it. Tarek and Zarak worked together, carefully cleaning off layers of grime while Lyra and Grath deciphered the symbols. As they worked, they felt an electric energy in the air, a sense of anticipation that made their skin tingle. Finally, Tarek discovered a panel on the side of the machine that seemed to glow faintly. "Look at this!" he shouted, pointing. The others rushed over, their eyes wide with wonder. The panel had a slot that looked like it could hold the metallic object Tarek had found earlier. "Do you think we should try it?" Lyra asked, biting her lip in excitement. Dr. Zalara considered for a moment. "It's a risk, but it might be our only chance to awaken this machine," she decided. "Let's do it!" With shaking hands, Tarek inserted the metallic object into the slot. As soon as it clicked into place, the machine began to hum softly. Lights flickered across its surface, casting colorful reflections on the surrounding trees. The humming grew louder, vibrating through the ground beneath their feet. Suddenly, the machine shuddered, and a deep, resonant voice echoed from within. "Awakening. Process initiated." The team gasped in disbelief. "It's alive!" Tarek exclaimed, eyes wide with excitement. The voice continued, its tone calm yet powerful. "Who awakens the Guardian's legacy?" it asked. The group exchanged glances, uncertain of how to respond. Dr. Zalara stepped forward, gathering her courage. "We are explorers from Zarak. We seek the truth about humanity and the Guardians," she declared. "Truth is a path often hidden," the machine responded. "What is sought must be earned. Prepare to face the trials of the Guardians." "What trials?" Grath questioned, his skepticism momentarily forgotten. "Trials of courage, wisdom, and strength," the machine explained. "Only those worthy may unlock the secrets of the Guardians. Are you willing to proceed?" The team looked at one another, the weight of the machine's words hanging in the air. They had come too far to turn back now. "Yes, we are ready!" Tarek shouted, his voice filled with determination. The machine emitted a blinding light that enveloped the team. They felt themselves being lifted off the ground, as if the very air was alive. In an instant, they found themselves in a vast, otherworldly landscape filled with swirling colors and shimmering lights. "Welcome to the trial realm," the machine's voice echoed around them. "Each of you must face a challenge to prove your worth. Only then will the knowledge of the Guardians be revealed." The team stood together, hearts racing with excitement and fear. They were ready to face whatever awaited them. Each trial would test them in ways they had never imagined, but they knew they were united in their purpose. As the first challenge began to take shape, they braced themselves for the unknown. The journey to uncover humanity's secrets had truly begun, and they were determined to succeed. The echoes of the Guardians called to them, promising a truth that could change everything. The trial realm pulsed with vibrant colors and strange sounds. The alien team stood together, their hearts racing as they faced the unknown. The air around them shimmered, and they knew they had entered a place of challenges. The voice of the machine echoed in their minds, reminding them that each trial would test their courage, wisdom, and strength. As they gathered, Dr. Zalara took charge. "We need to stay together," she urged. "We can't face these trials alone. Our best chance of survival is to unite our strengths." Tarek nodded, feeling a surge of determination. "We've faced danger before. We can do this." Lyra clasped her hands, eager but nervous. "But what will the first trial be? We need to be ready for anything." Just then, the air shifted, and the ground beneath them rippled like water. A glowing figure materialized in front of them, a tall and majestic being that radiated power and light. "Welcome, champions," it spoke, its voice resonating like thunder. "I am the Guardian of Courage. Your first trial will test your bravery. Are you prepared?" The team exchanged glances, knowing they had no choice. "We're ready," Dr. Zalara declared firmly. "Very well," the Guardian said. "You will face your greatest fears. Only by overcoming them will you earn the strength to proceed. As the Guardian raised its hand, the landscape around them began to change. Dark clouds rolled in and shadows crept closer. Tarek felt a chill run down his spine as memories of past failures flooded his mind. He remembered the moment he hesitated during an important mission, leading to a team member's injury. Suddenly, Tarek found himself standing in a dark void, surrounded by echoes of doubt. Shadows of his fears whispered cruelly, "You're not strong enough. You'll fail again." "Stop it!" Tarek shouted, shaking his head to clear the voices. He took a deep breath, recalling Dr. Zalara's belief in him. "I can do this!" With newfound determination, he focused on the light within him, pushing back the darkness until it shattered like glass. Back with the others, Tarek rejoined the team, breathing heavily but victorious. "I faced my fear!" he exclaimed, feeling lighter. Lyra was next. As the Guardian summoned her trial, she was thrust into a scene of her past, a memory of standing alone in front of a massive crowd, speaking for the first time. The fear of being judged gripped her, but she refused to back down. "I will not let fear control me," she shouted. With that, she stepped forward and spoke confidently, transforming her anxiety into strength. The shadows around her melted away, and she emerged victorious, her spirit soaring. The team cheered as Lyra returned to their side, her eyes gleaming with triumph. Grath, however, faced a different challenge. He found himself in a fierce battle, alone against a horde of monsters. Panic clawed at him, but as he fought, he realized he had been wrong to doubt his abilities. "I've trained for this!" he roared, swinging his weapon with newfound confidence. As he defeated the last creature, Grath returned to the team, his expression one of surprise and pride. "I did it! I didn't run away!" he said, beaming at his companions. Finally, it was Dr. Zalara's turn. She was transported to a scene where her leadership was questioned by her peers. Doubts crept into her mind as whispers surrounded her. What if you're not worthy? What if they abandon you? But instead of yielding to despair, she recalled the importance of her mission and the faith her team had in her. "I will lead no matter what," she declared, her voice echoing through the shadows. With that proclamation, the darkness dissipated, revealing her strength. As the trials concluded, the Guardian of Courage appeared before them again, its presence filled with pride. "You have faced your fears and emerged stronger. Each of you has shown remarkable courage. You are ready for the next trial." The team felt a surge of energy and unity. They had overcome their fears together, proving that they were stronger as a unit. "Remember," the Guardian warned, "the next trial will be different. It will test your wisdom. Use what you have learned here to guide you." As the landscape shifted once more, the team prepared themselves for whatever lay ahead. They had faced their fears, and now they stood together, ready to tackle the challenges of the unknown. They had united in courage, and it gave them hope that they could overcome anything. With their spirits high, they ventured deeper into the trial realm, knowing that each step brought them closer to the truth about humanity and the Guardians. The bond they had formed would be their greatest weapon as they continued their journey, facing whatever awaited them with strength and determination. The trial realm shimmered with energy as the alien team stood united, their hearts racing with anticipation. They had faced their fears and proved their courage. Now they were ready for the next challenge. Dr. Zalara felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as the Guardian of Courage faded away, leaving them to ponder what wisdom they would soon need to demonstrate. The air thickened with tension as the landscape morphed once more. The vibrant colors shifted into a serene forest, where tall trees loomed overhead, their leaves rustling gently in the breeze. Sunlight filtered through the branches, casting soft shadows on the ground. It felt peaceful, but something deeper lay beneath the surface. "Welcome to the trial of wisdom," a new voice echoed, softer but equally powerful. The team turned to see the Guardian of Wisdom, a being made of swirling light and shimmering leaves. "In this trial, you must solve the riddle of the Guardians. Only by using your minds together can you uncover the truth that leads to the next step in your journey." The team exchanged glances, realizing they would need to combine their knowledge and experiences. Tarek stepped forward, feeling the weight of responsibility. "What is the riddle?" he asked, determination in his voice. The Guardian smiled gently. "Listen closely. Here it is. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?" The riddle echoed in the air, and the team fell silent, deep in thought. Tarek furrowed his brow, trying to make sense of it. It sounds like something natural, he said slowly. Maybe a sound? Grath nodded. I think you're right. It must be something that travels through the air. Maybe it's music? Lyra suggested, her eyes sparkling with inspiration. Or whispers carried by the wind. Dr. Zalara shook her head. It's more than that. It has to be something intangible, something that exists but isn't visible. As they debated, Tarek's mind raced. Wait! It must be an echo, he exclaimed. An echo speaks without a mouth and can be heard, but it doesn't have a body. The Guardian of Wisdom's light brightened as Tarek spoke the answer. Very well. You have unlocked the first layer of wisdom. The truth you seek is a key to understanding. Suddenly, the forest faded away, revealing a vast chamber filled with ancient scrolls and artifacts. The team gasped in awe. Look at all of this! Lyra breathed, rushing forward. This is incredible. As they explored, they discovered scrolls that detailed the history of humanity, the Guardians, and their hidden secrets. Tarek picked up a scroll that spoke of the Guardians' purpose, to protect and guide humanity, who would one day rise again. This is what we were searching for, Dr. Zalara said, her voice filled with excitement. These records could change everything we thought we knew. Grath held up a beautifully crafted artifact. And this, it looks like a weapon. What if it has powers we can use? As they examined the chamber, they realized it was filled with not just knowledge, but also technology that had been long forgotten. The team understood the significance of what they had uncovered. This was the beginning of a new era, one that could redefine their understanding of humanity and its legacy. Together we can revive these technologies, Tarek suggested, his eyes shining. We can bring back what was lost and use it to protect our world. Lyra smiled brightly. Imagine how much we can learn. We can build new alliances and defend against any threats. Dr. Zalara nodded, her mind racing with possibilities. We must share this knowledge with our people. They need to understand the truth about humanity and the Guardians. We can create a new future together. The Guardian of Wisdom reappeared, its presence more radiant than ever. You have shown great courage and wisdom. The path ahead will not be easy, but you are ready to face it. The new era begins now, with you as its leaders. As the Guardian spoke, a surge of energy flowed through the chamber, filling the team with determination. They felt a sense of purpose, knowing they could change the fate of their world and possibly others. Together they left the trial realm, stepping into a new reality filled with hope. The knowledge they had gained would empower them to unite their people and share the truth about humanity and the Guardians. As they traveled back to Zarak, they envisioned a future where their species would stand alongside humanity, working together to create a safer universe. The bond they had formed during their trials would guide them through any challenges ahead. With newfound strength and wisdom, the team prepared to embrace their destiny. They would become the heralds of a new era, one where knowledge and cooperation would pave the way for a brighter future. And as they looked toward the horizon, they knew they were ready to face whatever lay ahead, united in their quest for peace and understanding.